So today guys, I'm not going to be doing the tutorial by myself, so I just get the video from their developer, the prompting developer. So let's watch this prompt tutorial together so you can understand better how to use this promptly AI to do anything you wish. So once you are done with this, you just have to copy the link as I did in the first tutorial. If you haven't watched the first part, just and check the description of this video. You can find it there, or go through my channel. You'll see the part one of this video, and once you get there you will understand. So now let's watch the amazing tutorial together. So guys,
In this video, let's look at Promptly apps. On Promptly, you can build apps by chaining together large language models or APIs from external services and connecting them with your data. For example, a custom chat GPT that can answer questions from your documents. You can call these apps from Promptly platform or from external services like Slack or Discord. You can also trigger these applications via text messaging using Twilio. There are three kinds of apps that can be built on Promptly: a web application or a workflow, a chatbot, and an agent. Let me show you what each of these things are. To access your apps or create new apps on Promptly, go to the apps page by navigating to the sidebar. So once on the apps page, you can see all your apps listed here below. And you can also see the apps that are shared with you below your apps list. To create a new app, you can use one of the existing app templates. App templates will provide you everything that's needed um, based on a specific use case, and you can tweak the app template based on your needs. If you want to create an app from scratch, you can use these blank templates and you can add the process that you want for your specific app. As we talked previously, there are three kinds of apps on Promptly: a web app or a workflow, a chatbot, and an agent. Let's look at examples of each of these things. First, a web app. So here, a marketing content generator is a web app that's already created for me. I've created this from the template, so that's why we are seeing the template that was used here. If we go to app editor, we can see the chain that's backing this app. Here we can see the app is taking 4 input fields and connecting these 4 input fields with a chat GPT process. So there's a system message or system prompt, and we have a user prompt that's specifically using the input and asking chat GPT to generate specific output based on input. Finally, our application output template uses the output generated by ChatGPT. This app is already published here, so I can see the published URL here. So if I go to the published URL, this is how a workflow or a web app gets rendered. It gets rendered as a form based on the input fields that are provided. So let me show you how this works, right? Let's create, say, LinkedIn post. So this is a marketing content generator application. It asks users for some information and generates a marketing copy that can be used by the marketing teams. So for example, I'll say something like, okay, please no code. So this is an example of a web application or a workflow in this case, where it renders the form that's given in the application's input. And once the user fills it up, it runs the chain and renders the output from the chain. Next, let's take a look at a chatbot example. So this file chat is an example of a chatbot. So this is again built uh, from a template. And in this case, if you look at the preview, So this is rendered as a chat interface where user can keep asking questions and the conversation gets filled up at the top. So this specific template is essentially to allow the user to upload a file and then chat with the contents of the file. So if you look at the chain itself, the chain has two input fields, file and question, and we are using file extractor processor to extract all the contents from the file and then pass those contents as well as a question to ChatGPT and ask it to answer the user provided question. Finally, we render the output from ChatGPT. And these chatbots can be embedded at other places like websites. For example, the Neat Help bot that we have here is a Promptly application. It's a Promptly chatbot which is embedded using the snippet provided by Promptly. So if I ask a question like this, it's essentially triggering the entire chain and trying to answer the user's question. There it is. Now let's look at the example of an agent. Um, an agent differs from a chatbot or a web application in the sense that it doesn't execute the chain sequentially. Instead, the process that we configure in an agent will be used as functions. So it is essentially function calling where process becomes the available functions for the model. So again, we do have a bunch of templates that are essentially agents. For example, this chatbot with internet is a is an app built from a template, which is essentially an agent. So in this case, the agent is provided with two processes. One is a data source, which will answer questions about a specific topic, and a web search processor, which will search internet based on queries. So if we just do a preview here, ask something like this. So based on the user's input, it will trigger relevant tool or relevant processor to get the answer and finish the task that user has asked.
Alright guys, this will be the end of today's tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment what exactly you are bothering. What is bothering you about this AppCreator24 that you are trying to figure it out. Just comment it and I'll take it into consideration. I will find the solution for that. And you can also check all my video if you are new to AppCreator24 on how to become a professional user on this AppCreator24 and the placement of this thing. Maybe after you watch this tutorial you are still wondering where to place and the code or the link. Just go back to check my first tutorial, you saw it there. Bye.